Hello and welcome to another edition of Sand Shark Bites. I'm your host, Justin Jarrett, joined this week by Mr. Mushnick himself, James Duffy. And if Duffy doesn't know a lot about Sand Shark Athletics this week, give him a break. He's been a little busy on the other side of the river, doing his work with Little Shop of Horrors over at the Center for the Arts, and that's where Mr. Mushnick comes from. He's going to be playing in Little Shop of Horrors, which I'm sure everyone remembers from my childhood, the Steve Martin, Rick Moranis vehicle. Good times.
It's a great show. It's funny. We're using a lot of USCB faculty and staff in the production of it, as well as local people from the theater community. It's going to be Friday and Saturday, September 11th and 12th, Sunday the 13th for matinee, and the following weekend with the same schedule. USCB
There you go.
There we go. That's our plug.
Last week, this show was a bit of a little shop of horrors, I think. It was a rough week for the Sand Sharks, at least for the soccer team. They were the only ones in action, and so we consequently did not have a lot to talk about, and even had to give Joey Wilson some hardware. But a much better week on the pitch, and just all around for USCB Athletics. Soccer team, we talked about a bounce-back weekend, and they didn't get that result they're looking for, didn't get the W, but the effort certainly bounced back. Second half against Truett McConnell on Saturday, way out in Richmond Hill, in the wilds of Richmond Hill.
Yeah.
A little soggy over here in the low country. We had to go play on turf out there. Really a lackluster first half from USCB, but came back in the second half and played the best they had all year, scored a couple goals, really threw the attack forward, and then came out with that same mentality on Monday against Tennessee Wesleyan and played exceptionally well. School record with 36 shots, and unfortunately only 2 of them went in, and we lost 3-2 in overtime. So it continues to be tough sledding as far as the results go, but certainly the effort is there, and the execution has been much better the past couple of games.
This weekend also noted the debut of our latest goalkeeper, Pascal Roca, who answers the question, how many
goalkeepers does it take to replace Chelsea Mummert? We are up to number 4. I wondered what that was for. Pascal may be the last one, I think.
Okay. We're just not going to take any more. That's going to be it. Regardless,
not take it.
And if something happens to her, we're just not going to have
we
one.
We may recycle one of the other 3 at some point, but I don't know that there are any more coming down the pipe. Maybe Sarah Fine, actually, could be a possibility, freshman keeper. Pascal played very well there, though. She really did. You'd be surprised when you see her play that it's a new position for her, because she looks very natural back there. She's a good vocal leader. She directs traffic well, knows the game very well, so she has good instincts, is in good places, and just gives maximum effort.
She comes from that kind of school of thought that we all really like around here, which is when the coach asks her the question, what can you do this for me? It's like, what can't I do for you? What's best for the team?
How she found herself in goal.
Yeah,
Randy Anzek has done a pretty good job there as a freshman, but her one weakness in goal is she has difficulty clearing the ball, and with the punts and the goal kicks, and she was having difficulty with that on Saturday. And Coach Eberling was frustrated with seeing the ball staying in our half for so long. He turned around and said, I need someone who can go in and play goal, who can get the ball out of our half. And Pascal raised her hand, and he said, P, go warm up. And the next thing she knew, she's playing goalkeeper in the second half and doing it well. So, the one goal she gave up in that game, not really her fault. It was just a set piece. She made the right challenge, and the player got her head on it and knocked it in before Pascal could corral it. And then one of the 3 goals that she gave up on Monday was a penalty kick. So can't really fault her for that one either. She's played pretty well there, and the formation change has worked well. Really got the offense going, and
fast up front.
You gonna get to come see us on Thursday?
I will not be here on Thursday yet. It'll be not till homecoming week that I get back to.
Unfortunately, it should be an exciting one Thursday afternoon. If you happen to view this before Thursday at 4:00. Our viewers on the county channel probably will not, but our viewers online on YouTube may catch it before then. 4:00, hopefully at Finland, no more rain, against Florida Tech. Should be an interesting match, because we're playing some fun soccer right now, and they're a good Division II team, so should be a lot of fun. And it's not just soccer this week. We get to talk about something different.
We have 2 whole other sports, really 3 if you want to count them. Yes, more sports to talk about. Golf.
Yeah, we're going to talk a lot more
Sure.
golf a little bit later. We've got a newcomer to the program, Danny Allen, our men's golf coach, who just started last week, is going to be on the show talking about his men's golf team, which had a fantastic debut. Shot a 279, that's 9 under par if you're scoring at home, and beat Scad Savannah by 23 shots. So
Yes.
pretty handy victory in soggy, sloppy conditions over at the club at Savannah Harbor, and a great start for a new coach.
And kind of like you'd expect, the seniors are really out there. There's one sophomore who is kind of moving up and helping to do the leading, but you've got those seniors out there.
And some guys who, and Coach Allen will talk about it a little bit later too, but some guys who didn't really get a chance last year. They were just kind of buried on the depth chart, so to speak. And Kirk Mitchell, actually, he had transferred in last year but wasn't yet eligible. He played very well, shot a 69. Corey Cottrell shot a 69. Seth Rockwell, the sophomore you mentioned, with a 70. And then the two returning starters were 71 and 75.
Yep.
So a good sign that those guys stepped up to the challenge and played well. And the same 5 guys will head down to Coastal Georgia on Monday and Tuesday and try to do it again.
There we go. That's golf. There we are.
That's golf. But yeah, Coach Allen
Next.
will be on the show. He's got a lot of good things to say about the team he's taken over.
And the team's already got lots of good things to say about him.
Yeah.
He's making a great first impression on those boys. And,
He's a good one. I think Quinn Monahan and the search committee hit a home run with that one, and absolutely.
Mixing sports metaphors.
Yeah, and we don't have any baseball news for you at the moment, except for the Cubs at this moment leading the Cardinals, trying to finish off that 3-game sweep. A little friendly rivalry here.
But the Iowa Cubs have finished their season?
Well, if you're talking about Michael Heath, he's with the Myrtle Beach Pelicans.
I thought he moved back up, but he's
only for a couple of days.
Oh, okay.
He's with the Myrtle Beach Pelicans. They're in the playoffs right now, so our former softball star, Christy Cook, waiting patiently for that season to end so she can see her bow.
Yes, she is.
And the other sport that we mentioned, or 2 sports, if you will, cross country, men's and women's cross country got off to a mixed start, I would say, on Saturday at the Palmetto State Cross Country Festival. I say mixed because individually, great results. 2 champions, 2 Sun Conference Runners of the Week, in Jack Manasotis and Betsy Douglas. Both won their races with really impressive times. On the men's side, Nick O'Neill came in 3rd, Chase Rodas was 10th. So a good showing at the top. As Coach said, we look really good up top. On the women's side, it was Betsy was 1st, Abigail Lackey was 2nd. So a 1-2 finish there, 1-3-10 on the other side. But as Coach said, we look really good up top, and we have some work to do in the back. So gotta work on those 3, 4, 5 runners. Bring them along, and it can be
when you're having when you've recruited your shot putters or your javelin throwers also to run on your cross country team, you're gonna have to be a little patient through those first couple of.
In fairness,
of meets,
Akira was a cross country runner in high school. Was a captain of the team in Fort
He
Dorchester.
was also 40 pounds lighter, and
he
not
has
nearly
put on
as
a bit of
he
bulk
has
since
bulked
then,
up
to say the
since
least.
then.
But there's some potential there for sure as far as the team goes, and but there is certainly a lot of excitement with the top runners, and we'll be looking at some national qualifiers.
Yes,
certainly again,
Sun
as long as
Conference
everyone stays healthy.
Runners of the week in the first week, men's and women's, right there.
Cleaning up the awards, and
off right.
I will foreshadow that one of them might take home Athlete of the Week honors this week. I think Joey may be unseated. But
I think hardware's got to be the defining rule, isn't that the general rule for?
I think so.
We'll
yeah,
see.
Absolutely.
We'll see. Stand by.
Anything that you would like to add?
I
before
just
we,
did have an opinion about athletics, and to talk to some of our younger viewers perhaps out there who are cross-country runners in high school or
Is this a new
thinking about
segment? Duffy's Take?
Duffy's Take. The idea that athletes only get scholarships or get money or get recruited when they play the real high visibility sports of like football or baseball or even soccer. But cross-country athletes are not as equally, but certainly they're being recruited and they're being given scholarships. And so cross-country can be a really great sport for young athletes to work on developing that skill and having an opportunity to use that skill to help continue their education in college. I think that's important to mention as we don't often
And all
think
you
of
have
it.
to do is be able to run really fast.
And for a while.
It's very
for
simple.
a long while.
Very simple. Well, the work that those kids put in, I see them out running out by my house all the time. Actually, I don't see them often because they usually do it before I have ventured outside my doors.
You see them coming home.
Before I ventured outside my doors. But occasionally, the other afternoon, I saw them out there running the trails, and they're up at the crack of dawn out there running hard and putting in the work. And and it's exciting to watch too. So mark your calendar if you didn't last week, and if not, why not? October 24th, Sandshark Invitational out in Hardyville. Going to be a lot of fun to watch. Well, I think that's our weekly synopsis of USCB athletics, a little snapshot, if you will. So let's go ahead and throw it to Coach Danny Allen to talk Sandshark golf here on Sandshark Bites. Joined now on Sandshark Bites by a first-time guest. We don't have too many of those left anymore. Most of them have made the rounds, but Coach Danny Allen, new coach of the USCB men's golf team. And Danny, you couldn't script the other than the weather and the course conditions. You couldn't script the debut as USCB Sandsharks coach too much better than what you saw Tuesday out at the club at Savannah Harbor.
Yeah, it was great. We had 9 under par total. 4 guys shot under par, and can't ask for much better than that straight out of the gate. And the weather was bad, and the course was pretty wet. So for the guys to pull through and to shoot 9 under par. And with the course and the weather and the first tournament of the year, it was great. It was great to see.
Yeah, great start and a quick turnaround for you. I mean, you just got on campus a little over a week ago or so, and already out on the golf course. What have you found out about this team that you inherited? You only had 2 starters coming back, but obviously the 3 guys who didn't start last year were your low 3 yesterday. So, what have you found out about these guys in the short time you've gotten to know them?
Yeah, it's great. It was a quick turnaround, just getting to know really their names and their games as quickly as possible. Was the biggest challenge, just knowing what they want to do on the course and their personalities and those types of things. But as far as the 2 returners, Brad and Judd, were really strong players and leaders. But like you said, our 3 lowest scorers didn't play much last year, but 2 of them were seniors. So they've been around and very experienced, and Seth, as a sophomore as well, played in some tournaments, a couple tournaments last year. So they have the experience, and it's great to see that seniors with Kirk and Corey playing really well yesterday as well with the low men.
I guess no sense shaking up the lineup at this point, right? Same 5 guys going to go down to Coastal Georgia on Monday and Tuesday.
Yes, I think we're gonna stick with those same 5. When you kind of break 280 and 279, shoot 279, you got to go with that same lineup, and hopefully they can carry that over to Coastal Georgia, which is a great event. Yeah,
going to be seeing some really strong competition down there, including, of course, the host school, 2-time defending national champs. What kind of expectations do you take into that first tournament of the season?
Yeah, I mean, especially since how we performed yesterday, and with some veterans there that have been around with Kirk and Corey, seniors, and Brad and Judd from last year. No reason we can't go out and win, and the expectation is to win and have a highest finish possible.
And the expectations are high. Ranked 5th in the country to start the season. We might have thought going into the year that was a little inflated based on last year's results, just because we lost so much, but. After Tuesday at Savannah Harbor, maybe not. Maybe we can shoot for the moon, huh?
Absolutely, yeah. The goal is to win the national title, and guys, we did lose some guys, but guys have so far stepped up, so it's an exciting start, and hopefully we can carry it on Coastal Georgia and the rest of the year.
Just a short trip down to St. Simon's Island if you want to check out that tournament. You can go to uscbathletics.com, find out more information. Be playing down at not sure what course you guys are playing.
The
retreat course
yes.
at Sea Island. So, just a short trip, couple hours down. Women will be down there as well. So, if you're a big golf fan and a big Sandshark fan, head on down and check them out. Thanks to Danny Allen, first-time guest, first of many, I'm sure. We'll see you back on the show soon.
Awesome. Thanks, JJ.
We'll be right back with more here on Sandshark Bites.
At the University of South Carolina, Beaufort, we offer small classes, individual attention, and an affordable education in an atmosphere that fosters diversity and achievement.
We are students.
We field 9 Sandshark sports teams that compete in the Sun Conference.
We are athletes.
We are one university with 2 campuses serving the coastal areas of South Carolina and Georgia.
We are the Low Country.
We are the fastest growing 4-year school in the University of South Carolina system. We are USCB.
Once again, home run. That one's out of the park. Danny Allen going to be
You can't have a home run with a golf coach.
well, you could.
That's a hole-in-one. That's a nice
hole-in-one.
long drive off the tee box. That's a
No, I've seen Quinn play golf. He definitely did not hit a hole-in-one or a long drive off the tee box. But anyway, a slam dunk.
it's a
A Hail Mary. Danny Allen, a great hire, going to be a great golf coach and take that men's program. You say to another level, it's hard to take it to another level when you're already a national championship contender and ranked 5th in the nation. But I really think potentially a perennial top 5 type of team if all goes well. I think he'll do a great job with that program. But he's not going to get any hardware this week, and it's time to hand it out. We need an athlete of the week, and we have some to choose from this week. We mentioned Pascal Roca. Haley Pena scored another goal. Had a
Pimentel's
good
got some
Pimentel
good numbers
played
putting
well.
up. Yep.
Bridget Noonan was a beast in both games. The golfers, Corey Cottrell, Kirk Mitchell played exceptionally well. And then we mentioned the cross-country runners. And guess what? We're going cross-country, and then it's a coin toss. You've got Betsy Douglas.
And we
got
can't
Jack
start splitting them.
Minnesotis.
We just can't. We can't do it. We can't start doing.
No, it's a matter
it'll
of
be
principle.
every week. We'll have two.
They both
then.
won the race.
Yep.
They both won Sun Conference Runner of the Week. So we're going to give it to the newcomer. Jack Minnesotis is your Sand Shark Bites Athlete of the Week. 16:54 in the 5K, which is disgusting. I can't even do that.
In my car.
Well, I can do 2 miles in that, but not 3.1 for sure. So he would lap me on my lap around campus and do 3 in the time I do 2. But I am an old man, and he's a young, able-bodied young man who ran for the University of Florida.
And yeah, and I was going to say, and it's nice to have him back in his home turf, and welcome back with the award of Sand Shark of the Week.
Yeah, welcome Jack Minnesotis. Shout out to his dad, Mike and his wife, Sally, who I've known for quite some time. I've known that whole family for a while, going back to their days at Hilton Head High School. So great to have Mike on board, or Jack on board, rather. And great to see him healthy and running well. And we look forward to seeing him doing it again. Sand Shark Cross Country in action on Friday up in Conway at the Coastal Carolina Invitational, taking the full squad up there. So hopefully maybe a little bit better results in the team department. But hopefully Jack and Betsy can continue to run well up top, as well as Abigail and Nick and the rest of the squad. So, Jack Minnesotis, Athlete of the Week, you agree?
I agree. I'm all on board.
We had a bunch that would have been
We
tough
had
to argue
a lot of
with,
stuff, but
quite frankly.
that's what makes watching this so fun. It's the build up, the intensity
yeah.
to the.
I know.
I just got to
So
know
much
at the end of
drama.
it.
It's like when they
Fast
come to the
forward,
Best Picture
throwing
and
it.
the
Yeah.
Oscars.
That's right. That's right.
So that's going to do it for us here on another week of Sand Shark Bites. Hopefully a little less of a little shop of horrors than last week, but horrible nonetheless. And we'll be back for another round next week. We'll see you then. And until then, keep those fins up.